All right, there we go. Big Mountain with Love Is The Only Way. You're on Feel Good Nunga Radio. PBA FM, the deadliest station in town. Or the deadliest station in the universe.
Yeah.
In the
cosmos.
The country.
Continent,
all of it in the ocean. Oh, we've got a special guest here.
Yes, Cal, we have Paris Charles joining us tonight. To have a bit of a yarn about the burnouts that are happening down at Mallala on December the 4th. Welcome,
Hey,
Paris.
Sharron, how are you? Gorgeous.
Don't make it blush.
Oh, mate, look, I tell you, I've heard her on the radio, but actually meeting the gorgeous Sharron, I feel quite in awe. She's a beautiful woman.
Yes. Oh, we're gonna maybe that song got you all fired up a bit too, I think, Paris.
Bit of Big Mountain.
Okay. So, Paris, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background in motorsport.
Well, where do I start? I was sort of born into the industry, I suppose. I've been doing it for the majority of my life. I've sort of worked my way around the country and internationally to New Zealand as well, doing motorsport media, and it's just been one of them progression things. Started at my local track and worked my way up, and here we are today at PBA FM. Can't go better than that. Yeah, definitely enjoyed a lot of time in motorsport, whether it be starting with Speedway, and then doing stuff with V8 supercars and everything else along the way. And here we are right now, dead focused on burnouts.
Doing the burnouts,
Yeah.
We've noticed you around the tracks. For all the people that are all the sort of like the Speedway fans out there, they probably would have recognise you mainly standing in the middle of the track with your big lens hanging out on the track and flashing everybody.
Big mountain, big lens, big flash. Yeah, there we go. Hey guys,
That went south real quick, didn't it?
Like a firecracker. Woo!
So you're an actual photographer, not a burnout driver.
No, not a burnout competitor. I started in Speedway media as a photographer. And then started doing a little bit of riding, and then I got hooked into the bug, and someone Cal knows very well, Brian Chadwick, he got me into racing, and I did a bit of racing, Speedway, for a little while.
With him,
and then went back into the media side of things because I was far better on that side of the track than on the track. So
yeah. And you have, if you get the chance to get onto, have you got a website or a Facebook page?
You can find me, Paris Charles, on Facebook. Yeah.
Some of your awesome pictures that you've taken, or some of the pictures that you've taken of the cars going around, are just absolutely look brilliant, especially the supers. Some of them look great when they come around on those three wheels, you know.
Yeah, your cousin David Hartman used to get around in one of them. Yeah, Snow was the man.
Took a few good photos of him as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us about the burnouts, December 4th.
Well, December 4, Saturday, bright and early, get yourself down to Mallala Motorsport Park. We've got the Adelaide Burnouts, and this really is a big event for what it is because demographically here in Adelaide, suburban motorsport scene has really sort of wound down a bit. There hasn't been a lot on, but now we're starting to build back up. And I can't think of a better place to be on Saturday, December 4 than Mallala, because it's going to be a great thing for everyone. People of all ages, faces and races, come along. It's just going to be a great day at the track.
Yeah, absolutely.
Paris, how often do the burnouts events happen?
Well, they're pretty random, Sharron. The promoters try to work in with one another to try to get them to happen. I wish I could tell you they were regularly every 2 weeks or something like that. But
that bloody COVID thing keeps getting in the way, doesn't it? And stopping all the bloody events everywhere, isn't it?
COVID? Did someone say COVID?
Yes.
Yeah. COVID really did throw a spanner in the works. But look, hats off to the promoters. When they have ran the events, they've been really thoughtful and ran to COVID protocol, and we've kept social distancing, and we've had the sanitizer and the QR check-ins and everything else that comes with it. So, while it has thrown up challenges, thankfully the promoters, and there's a lot of good ones out there, have overcome and put on show for the crowd.
Absolutely. You want to tell us what it's all about, mate? I hear there's a few cars. There's going to be some nice grunt out there and some big dollars up for grabs as well.
How many competitors are entering?
Oh, Shaz.
Shaz.
Oh, look, we're on
we're going from Sharron to Shaz now.
She's such a gorgeous woman.
Maybe I should leave the room here, I think.
No, it's okay.
Oh, Shazza.
Oh, stop it.
Sorry, mate, go on, you were saying?
One thing you'll learn about me very quickly, Cal, is I like to stir that pot, and I'm a very big stirrer.
Coming forward, going backwards or whatever it is.
I have a very big spoon to stir that spot.
So tell us about the cars and the big dollars they're up for.
Oh,
as
look.
well.
First up, $10,000 prize pool. Cold,
Nice.
hard
Yeah.
cash. That is a
Yeah.
lot of money to be shared around. 105 competitors,
Wow.
and they're coming over 3 divisions. You've got 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder, and then you've got the open elite class where these guys just come out in some mind-blowing things. You know, we're talking big blowing engines with, you know, all the revs, you know, 800 horsepower,
Yep.
maximum traction. You know, these things sound loud, they are proud, and, you know, they just come out and they fill the sky. It's a smoke show.
It
Lights
is.
it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been involved or gone to the Speedway since I was knee-high to a grasshopper.
I've seen you there many times through my
lots of
big
times.
lens on the other side of the track.
He's been spying on me. Oh my God, I'm a little bit scared now.
I know where you live.
But going to it, it's a completely whole different culture out there in the Speedway. I mean, you got your V8 cars and all those other things out there that we see. A lot that I was having around the track here in Adelaide, and now that's actually moved up to the bend and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
The Speedway's just a completely whole different sort of beast, whole different culture with Speedway and Burnouts, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Look, just to separate the two to get it totally in traction there.
Yeah.
You know, Speedway, absolutely the greatest show on dirt. That's oval track racing, 800 horsepower, get the pedal to the metal, big sprint cars, big wings, big things.
Goosebumps, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Goosebumps and everything else that goes with it.
Yep.
And then you got the Burnouts, which is on a bitumen pad, and they come out, do their thing. And ideally, what a burnout is for the uninitiated out there is they get out onto the pad and they spin their rear tires and dance the car around the track, you know, just lighting up the sky with plenty of smoke. And they try in their allotted time limit to blow those rear tires to pieces. And that's the whole idea of a good burnout. And we've got some very, very gifted judges that actually sit on the sidelines, much like picture the Olympics with the gymnastics, and the gymnast comes out, does its routine on the floor, and then you got the judges that write the scores down, and that's how you determine a winner. So that's pretty much how a burnout works.
All right. Now, one thing I did want to ask you.
No, I didn't
you
do
would
it.
Probably do. Oh, okay. Then it was somebody else. That's what they all
That's
say.
right. It was
That's
Shaz.
what they all say. It was Shaz. Shaz was there, I know.
Absolutely.
She's got one of those recognisable faces. How do they actually score the points in the burnouts?
Okay, well, yeah, that's a very interesting thing. It's how they enter onto the what we call the burnout pad.
Yeah.
They got to come out fast and tip the car in to spin it around. So their entry is very important. Then they got to continue to move the car around the pad. It's almost like ballroom dancing in a way. You know, they got to spin it, show left and right combinations, figure eights, donuts, all that sort of thing. You've got to use the majority of the real estate of the pad to show car control and maneuverability. Those that just go out there and completely stop the car but spin the tires and just have smoke build up around them, the judges don't score them very well because there's no real skill involved in that.
Yeah.
But when you see a burnout competitor that is very good actually move and dance the car around, there is a lot of skill involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, also, when you're doing that, obviously there's a lot of smoke during the burnouts. It's just crazy smoke everywhere. Now, there's also points, does it sort of, or you generate points if you keep the car visual? Because, you know, obviously you can't see if the car's dancing around too much. So do you have to keep, what am I trying to say? Do you have to position the car so that the people can actually see the car as well?
You know what? It definitely helps. It helps in a various ways. Firstly, yes, it helps the judges see that the car's moving. It gives the crowd something to look at where the crowd cheer and go wild. Crowd participation is very big as well. If you get the crowd involved, judges like that. And the third thing is the fantastic Kodak moment where if you can poke that nose of the car out of the front of the smoke and you see the car with the smoke behind, and
looks brilliant.
You know, the fantastic media that are going to be there, a lot of good photographers will be there, get that special photo, and everyone loves those things, and they'll put them up on Facebook and share it around, and that's all part of what goes on.
Yep.
So on your Facebook page, Paris, do you have photos of previous burnouts?
I certainly do.
Be interesting to look at.
Yeah, I'll try to dig some out and show you guys at some point. Maybe I'll I'll put up a little post with a few of my favourite burnout potos, and we'll put them to the
You send us,
the front.
We'll have a look for the link, and then we can link it
Absolutely
on our Facebook page as well. So
now, one thing you want to link is, or for your listeners, go and check out Adelaide Burnouts Facebook page. That's run by someone the Moo Man, Michael Harmon.
Yep.
And him and Daniel, they're the co-promoters there. They do a fantastic job, and I tip my hat to them. But go check out their page. They got lots of good stuff there, and I'll try to endeavour to get a few photos across.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll post that on our page as well. He was supposed to come in for a chat tonight, the Moo, but he couldn't get in here because, they say in radio you have to have a pretty rough head to be on radio. So, but apparently his head's too rough.
Well,
that's coming for radio, I think. So
that's exactly why I'm here, mate. Because
you're your mullet,
mate, sorry, Cal.
Couldn't even make it to the studio. It's too rough a head, I think. So maybe that's better while he's out there driving, spinning the old. Is it the Frantic? Has he still got the Frantic? The beautiful.
I believe so. Yes.
Black Commodore.
Yeah. That thing still sits in the
set.
set.
A bloody beast, that thing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And look, you just hit the nail on the head with the rough nut that he is, mate. You got to put that helmet on and squash it on pretty tight and hope that he wears it for most of the day. Yeah. No one wants to be looking at that face.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. All the smoke will cover it, anyways.
Paris.
Yeah.
So, the burnout events open around 10:30 and lead up until 7:30 at night. What else do we have look forward to happening on that day?
Okay, yeah, that's actually a really good question, Cal.
Yeah.
And also Shaz.
That's Shaz.
Well, I was including you both, and I was going to say Cal and Shaz.
Yeah.
See, because last time when I just got friendly with Shaz, I could see in his eyes, Shaz, just how jealous he was getting. Now he covers it with a laugh, you see. Yeah. So now I'm including both of you. So see, I'm covering my bases here.
Blushing.
All right.
I don't know who's blushing more, you or her.
Oh, definitely me.
Oh, my goodness.
Definitely me.
Let's talk about what else is happening down there.
Can you just answer the question, please?
I tried to sidestep that pretty well, didn't I?
Didn't do too good of a job, though, there, mate.
No.
Anyway.
Never too good at anything. Look, we've got lots of things going on, as well as the Burnout says Trade Alley. There's going to be plenty of items up for sale. Different stalls are going to come along and set up. So there's always going to be something handy there. Of course, food, drinks, paraphernalia, T-shirts, all that sort of thing's going to be there. But more importantly, being a family-orientated and family fun event, always stuff for the kids. Yeah. There's going to be jumping castles and kids' activities, face painting, all sorts of things like that. So something for everyone throughout the course of the day. Yes, it'll be a long day, but hopefully we can keep everyone entertained, because we'll have not only myself, but a very close friend of mine in Michael Aegis, who is just gift of the gab when it comes to commentary and and talking. And
fantastic.
Him and his quick wit, he'll keep everyone in stitches, and I just tag along. For the ride, so it's all going to be good.
Yeah, fantastic. I've just got some news through too as well from the great man himself. He's just offering up a double pass.
Double pass?
A free double pass to go and see the Adelaide Burnouts December 4th. If you ring in by the end of the program, you
Wait a minute.
Give us a call on 82503735 for the double pass for the Adelaide Burnouts, and we'll get you details to the big Moo Man himself, and get you a double pass to go to see the Burnouts.
Just let me write that number down, because if I win it, I'll take Sharron.
Oh, there you go. Take him for a spin.
I have a question for Paris. What do you drive?
Commodore station wagon. If you look out the window, it's just outside there in the car park. Nothing special.
So it's not burnout material?
No, definitely not burnout material. Although I must say, you know what it's like when the roads get wet?
Yeah.
Every second person out there with a Commodore or a Falcon think they're a burnout star, and they just start spinning their cars around the corners. Yeah. But no, I don't do that.
We did see that, and you did mention that. We do actually see that a lot on the roads these days. But is there anything around them where the, like you said, the young kids, instead of them doing it on the streets, is there somewhere that they can come to, the Adelaide Burnouts or somewhere like that, where they can come and actually do it, professionally as an art, and go in there and get points and win prizes and stuff like that, instead of being dangerous on the roads here?
Yeah, Cal,
look, they can go to?
Yeah, very good question, and that's where I was sort of leading when I was talking about the wet roads. The good thing is these promoters, they really do care. I mean, as much as it's about the event, they care about road safety, they care about people's feelings, emotion, built up anger, and, kids and adults, all ages, You know, they got to get their anger out or their frustration or whatever it may be, you know, their adrenaline rush. It can be anything at all, negative or positive. And everyone is welcome to come and try at these burnout events. You don't need a high horsepower $100,000 car. If you've got, you know, something cheap, you know, maybe just an old car sitting out the back or something, and you want to get it out and give it a thrash, 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder, doesn't matter. Just come out and have a go. There's plenty of people trying for the first time.
Fantastic. Is there categories there for the on the day?
Absolutely. We got 6, 8, and the elite.
Is there like youngers, youth, adults, professionals? Does it work out that way, or is it just go as in?
No, it doesn't go in age group, but it does go in car power or capacity.
Okay.
So we'll start. They'll group in the 6-cylinder cars, and I think we've got about 40 of those entered. Then we'll move on to the 8-cylinder, so your V8 category, and there's 30 V8s, and then the cherry on the top is the elite class, which is open. So these are the guys that take it way more seriously. You know, they build very competitive cars, and you know, high end, high dollar, high maintenance machines, and they're the ones, you know, they're the big boys, the heavy hitters, if you will, and they'll come out and strut their stuff at the end, and you know, just put on a huge show. So 3 categories. You don't need a lot of money to come out and do it. You just need a big heart and an adrenaline rush,
and have fun. Absolutely. And if you're a motorsport fan and you just love getting that sort of goosebumps and the hairs on your arms are standing up from the noise and the smell and the sound and that, get out to Mallala Motorsport Park, is it?
Yeah.
December 4. Gates open at, what do we have?
10:30 to 7 p.m.
9:30 gates open.
9:30 gates open. Action will start between 10 and 10:45, all going well, and they'll just rock and roll through the day, and hopefully it'll be a good night, and God bless, somewhere around about 7:30, safe travels home, and
absolutely.
And then we take a couple of days to recover. Then we start to plan the next event.
Beautiful. And let us know, mate. Keep in touch with us when the next one is, and feel free to come in and we'll have a chat about the next one as well.
I certainly look forward to it. And next time, I think I'll drag the
see if we can drag the
Louis along. Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we can put a helmet on his head in here so we don't have to look at him.
Well, we'll just have him face the wall.
We'll put him in the corner and give him a microphone. No, great event, December 4th, Mallala Sport Park, put together by Adelaide Burnouts. Thanks to Moo and Daniel, and thanks for you for coming in too, mate. We really appreciate your time tonight, Paris.
Hey, look, I appreciate being here. You guys always put on a great show. I've listened many times on the radio, and now I've actually got to sit in here and check it out myself. And
seen the incredibly handsome Kel and the fabulous Sharron.
Oh, you are an incredibly powerful and attractive man, Kel.
Thank you. Oh, you're making me blush now. Bloody hell. You're on Feel Good Nunga Radio, PBA FM. We'll be back with more. Thanks again, Paris. For a double pass, give us a call on 8250-3735. And we've got a fantastic double pass for you for the Burnouts on December 4th.
Sharron, make yourself available, because if I win it, you're coming with me.
There you go. It's on. There's a big date. Feel Good Nunga Radio, people. PBA FM. We'll be back very, very shortly with Neil Murray from the Rumpy Band. Stick around.